Hello and welcome to another unboxing from Pushing Cardboard. Today we're having a look at Roads to Gettysburg II, Lee Strikes North. This is from MMP Games. It's a repackaging of some older titles, I think, that have been repackaged and put into this big box. It's the Great Campaigns of the American Civil War series, GCACW. This is a series that I have not played yet, so I feel like I'm way behind the timeline on this one. But I decided to finally take the dive, and this series seems to sell out fairly quickly. So when I saw it on the shelf, it was time to get it. So anyway, it's a big hefty box. It says that it's based on previously published materials. Each of the campaigns included in this has been revised, repackaged, and rebalanced for improved play. So it looks like there's Here Come the Rebels, Antietam in '62, Roads to Gettysburg in '63, and Rebels in the White House. 64, Jubal Early's raid on Washington. So there we go. Well, let's see what's in the box. It's a fairly heavy package. I don't know if this series has mounted maps or if that's just a ton of cardboard, but it does feel fairly hefty. Sort of a medium-sized box, a little bigger than your old Avalon Hill boxes back in the day. Here we go. Good old Avalon Hill style, the old classic 2d6 in here. The other one's right at the bottom. Anyway, 2 dice. The standard call us if you have a problem card. And here we go. Holy smokes, now look at that. I don't know, is this the rules book or is this yeah, this is the rules book. Not often you get a rules book that is so thick that you don't have simply the stapled binding. You've got an actual binding, a squared off binding here. This is 120 pages of, well, it looks like there's Rebels in the White House, Roads to Gettysburg. Here Come the Rebels. So basically, you've got three rule books in one. This is interesting. It's not going to lay very flat, which is a bit of a pain, but the quality looks good, that's for sure. I know nothing about this series, so I really can't. It's sort of like these MMP rule books. They don't have a lot of pictures or white space. They're very dense. This is no exception. But anyway, it's a solid magazine. That rule book. Wow, that is hefty. What else have we got here? Roads to Gettysburg II Confederate Force Display and Turn Track. Rebels in the White House. So these are player 8 cards that are, it's for one game on one side, and oh, there's nothing on the other side of this Union one. Blank paper, a 4-page charts and tables. That all looks good. And then here's the standard game rules. So this other book would be the 3 sets of game-specific rules, and then this is the standard GCACW basic game rules. So version 1.3, which this is a fairly new printing of this game. So 2018, yeah. So I'd guess that this is probably probably the most up-to-date GCACW rules, but who knows? Like I said, I haven't played any of the other volumes. It looks much like the other book, but much slimmer. This is only 24 pages for the basic game rules. There we go. And yeah, no, it's not a mounted map. That is all this cardboard and that giant magazine. So here's the map. This is a good-looking map. You can. I'll give a. See if we can't get a bit of a close-up here right away, just so you can have a good look at what the map looks like up close. I can tell already. This is. I'm gonna like this map. So if this is the. Here come the Rebels West map. So that's a beauty. I'm guessing we're going to have more maps as we go along. Counter sheet 4. So who knows how many we get. Here's another map. This one's got Baltimore front and center. And Washington, yeah. Counter sheet 3. Double-sided counters, of course. Yeah, counters, nothing special there. It's yeah, the thickness is it's certainly not extra thick, but not thin. Sort of your standard counter. And South map. So that's 3 maps so far. I don't know if each of the games plays on a different map or how it works. Probably does. That would make sense. Counter sheet 2. Now this looks more like leaders and actual headquarters units, as opposed to these looked more like strength points or something like that. Hard to say. I have no idea how she works. So what have we got here? Another, oh yeah, a 4th map. Okay, so this is, you get a lot of maps in this for your buck. Well, it's not that it was I think it cost me about 194 US, so it was not an inexpensive box by any means, but there's a lot in here. Definitely a lot in here. That's that's the 4th map. And the final counter sheet. That's there's Robert E. Lee and Longstreet, Ewell, Hill, Stewart, and on the other side there's Meade, Reynolds, Sickles, Sykes, Sedgwick, Howard, etc. Yeah, this looks great. This is probably the same, maybe a duplicate copy of the same player aid as we saw before. Oh, and a standard terrain effects chart. So yeah, some terrain features not found in all games. Well, that makes sense. Well, great. Well, that's yeah. There's the other there's the other 2d6 or the other d6. So that's it. That's what's in the box for Roads to Gettysburg II. Lee Strikes North. Yeah, I'm impressed. Those are good-looking components, and it's a tried and true system that a lot of players really love. So I can't wait to learn it. This is fantastic. Thanks again for listening.